Well, my name is Cirilo, and here we are in the apple orchard of the Supreme variety. Here I'm going to show you a little bit about pruning. Here we have two rows. Here we have a row that's already been pruned, and we don't see any of those branches we call smooth, those water sprouts that don't leave any flowers. And there's a big difference with this one. This row hasn't been pruned yet. We haven't pruned it. That's why we see many water sprouts. It has many branches that won't give any fruit. Here we see the water sprouts. All of this is no good because this won't give any fruit. And well, there are two reasons why we prune the trees. One is so that the sun can get well into the center of the tree, and so the new branches have energy. And the second reason is the water sprouts, so they don't take the energy. That's why we remove all the water sprouts. And here you can see the cut where we had already removed the water sprouts so that new branches grow and to have new buds as well. Here we see the difference. This one no longer has any water sprouts. This is ready. But here we see this one does have many water sprouts. They are branches that are useless, that don't give any fruit. So what we would do with this branch is we would cut it, and that's how it would look. And we would also cut this just the same. We would cut this one up to here, because from here down we see that there are buds, that the flowers are coming out. This branch is the water sprout. It's a smooth branch that's good for nothing. It doesn't have any flowers. This is the one we always have to remove, because this takes a lot of strength from the other branch. The one that does have a bud, because if we don't work it well, it won't give us good fruit. So pruning is done mostly from January onwards. That's when pruning begins, but in many places they start before December, around the middle of November, more or less. Now we've removed it all, so it doesn't take the strength from this branch, the ones that do have flowers, because this is of no use to us. Look, here we see the cut that we pruned. There was a branch here that was smooth. Look, now we can see that only flowers are left. There we see all the water sprouts, all the smooth branches. We've removed them all. So this branch here looks like it's already been pruned. Look, you can see the cuts here. Except it wasn't painted here because this branch is very small. And then here we see another branch. This one is painted. So this paint is mixed with a little bit of copper. This paint helps with diseases so that where it was cut, it doesn't dry out, to seal it where it was cut. That's why we paint it like this. Here we are where there are new trees. This is a new little tree. And here you can see where we removed the water sprout, or maybe this was a thick branch. That's where it takes away a lot of the strength. And here we see the new buds, and here we see some little apples. This is everything that came out this year. They're new little branches, new buds. And this was what was cut. So regarding pruning, to know which branch to remove, you have to look closely at which branch has buds. And that's the one that stays, that's the one we don't have to remove. Look, like this one, we see a bud here. And then to know which to remove, the ones we're always going to remove are the smooth ones.